live.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Okay. Now time to focus up a little bit. I'm already short from yesterday. I shorted QUBT. I mentioned yesterday during the live trade that it's one of my favorite setups, and if it's one of the rare ones that if it sets up in the afternoon, I'll take. And I ended up taking it. So I'm gonna post that chart in the Discord room where my entries were. Once I'm done with the whole trade, I'll post it and the close of the trade. But today my main watches are these right here on the A list. My B list is down below. I'm going to go over these in just a second, just so that way we can kind of know why I'm looking at these. But I'm waking up, so. Sheffy, you already in how many plays this morning, brother?
Say that again?
How many plays are you in this morning already?
2.5.
So it must be a slow day.
An average on IDAI, an average on TOYO, and then a half on MDAI.
Okay, let me just post this. I never post that I'm live, so I'm doing that today. Let's see.
Yeah, that's smart. Where are you posting to?
On X and Instagram here in just a second. I always just wanted to see if people just show up, just see where we're at.
Yeah.
I'll do it right now on Instagram. Dude, it's the holidays, man. The market's about to get a little different.
Yeah, it's been slow.
Yeah. One second, you guys might be able to hear me on stream, but I'm gonna mute this mic real quick. Hey everybody, I'm streaming live on YouTube for a third day in a row. Feel free to come join. I'll have the link right here. Oh my God, I gotta redo that. One more time, shall we? Hey everybody, I'm streaming live again on YouTube for a third day in a row. So come check it out. I have the link up here. There, that's easy. All right, I'm back, fellas. We are good to go. Let's see. All right. So right now my main watch is of course QUBT. I'm in that play. I got short yesterday, and I'll post the trade in Discord so you can see the entries. But I talked about it in detail on yesterday's live stream, so go watch that and you'll see the other trades I took live. And because one of them I closed out, which was QBTS, and I kind of regret that now because it did hit my target of 250. But I closed out on this pop right here for the rest at 3. And I show my entries and everything. You can see that. And that execution is in the Discord, which is free. Just join it. Just go to bethetrader.com, go to resources, and you can click the Discord link. Now, QUBT is almost identical. And like, let's look at this. Why am I trading this? We know we're up multiple days in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, that's like even better than what I need. I want 3 days. That's the sweet spot, is 3 days for me. Some people are good with 2. I'll still trade 2 days. Again, there's nuances in day trading. There isn't just, it's not like a science. It's not exact. But in general, I want multi-day runner. Preferably hasn't gone red. This one didn't go red. It did go red this day, right? But it did hold, right? And then I want it over 100% minimum, okay? From the day it started. So not this day, but this day. Because this is a reset. This resets the pattern. So, you could trade it this day too. This is multi-day runner from this day to here. So that's one trade, and then there's another trade right here. So let me delete that real quick. And on this day, I'm also looking for the trend to reverse. I'm not just going to short randomly, because that would be, not very smart of me. I've done that for a long time in the beginning of my trading career, and I lost all the time. Because I'd be like, man, I know this pattern works, but I keep losing. That's because I was just taking one part of the pattern and saying, okay, time to trade it. The next thing is I want to make sure that there's a trend reversal. And in this case, this one was a little tricky than QBTS. QBTS was a little bit more clean for me. We had a fake break, and we failed under this breakout level, which you'll see here on the left. This is a key breakout level that was failing, on top of a multi-day runner. So a couple of patterns are mixing, right? So it kind of gives you a little bit more confidence. And then when we start to break this area, this zone right here, that's the support zone. That told me that we're starting to reverse. And then you can also, say we have a trend line here, right? You could also say that if you want. This isn't as significant to me, but it is showing me that we're in a trend, right? But what I'm seeing is that we have this support zone being tested and crack. Once this crack happens, you'll notice, if you go watch a live trade, I talk about this the whole time. I'm not trading at all until this happens. Once this happens, I start to short all these pops right here. And I cover down here, and I cover some down here. Now, this is the exact same trade I'm in right now, QUBT. If you go to the daily, multi-day runner, look at the breakout level. On the weekly chart is how I found this. If you go to the weekly chart, you'll see it's the only day, the only week that had volume before this day. Watch this. If we go back, it's like the only week that had volume that competed, right? If we go in, if we put all the weeks in, it's still the only one, right? Of course, we got these, but in essence, it's the only one from way back when that's going to give me an area of resistance. Then I zoom in, and I notice that it already fits my big picture idea. So now you'll notice that we also have a trend that cracks, right? But then you're probably saying, well, Alex, what about this trend? And you're absolutely right. This is the nuances of trading. Trading evolves. It's live. It's price action. So you can't just use one idea and stick with it for the whole time, right? You do have a plan, and you stick with the plan. However, you do got to be flexible. And this is the nuance. This is the part that's an art. And I teach this in detail, just like I'm doing right now. So in my course called the Pop Trading System, you can easily get that for 40% off right now using the promo code BFriday. I'll have a link somewhere in the description of this video, or I'll post it in a minute. But what I want you to understand is that at the end of the day, when I saw this trend line, this wasn't the only reason why I was interested in getting in. If we zoom in here, let's go to the 5-minute. And I use all time frames, and you're seeing that right now. I'm looking at every time frame. Like, I'm not just focused on one. So when I zoom in here, I notice the open is very important to me. The open price and volume is super important to me, because now we have a lot of volume trading right here at this key zone, right? This is, it's okay to me. I was a little concerned about this. I'll talk about that in a minute. But this was the most important area that told me, if this does not hold, I need to be getting short in this on all pops. That's what I was telling myself. Now I'm in this trade right now. I can share that chart just so that way. I just don't want to interrupt the chart that I'm trying to explain. Those are covers. Again, I'm short, meaning I'm selling, and I'm buying to cover to take my profits. So just FYI. Now, once this starts to crack, then I start shorting. And not only that, but I had this trend line drawn, okay? And I said, okay, I saw this crack at lunchtime. I was actually out picking up some euros because I love euros. And when I was on my way back, I put an order in my car at $7 just because I was like, okay, if this pops, I want to get in at 7. So that was my first entry, and it was a small position. I just wanted to get some in just in case it just melts, because these type of plays do melt from 20 to 50% when they do crack. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to crack that whole time for multiple days. So to understand, this is the nuance of trading. But in general, they crack 20 to 50%, but more so around 28 to 30% is like the sweet spot. So when it comes to that, I do know that. So I did want to take a small position, but ideally, I wanted more shares in this area. Now, why did I want more shares in here? Let's zoom in. This whole area right here was the area where we started to hold, and then we broke under, right? So now this support acts as a resistance. I'm using that area as a zone, and then it consolidates within that zone, breaks under, and pushes back over, but can't get in the zone. It's like keeps wicking. Then we fell. Once we do that, I know if I can get any entries all right here, and I can risk slightly above or even the 920s. Okay, you can risk wide on this play because it's a high odds, big picture idea, right? So it's totally fine. It's up to you on where you want to risk. I was risking above this 8 level. Now, excuse me, I'm older. I'm older than I used to be. So now, whenever I put orders all right here, and you'll see when I post the chart in the chart recaps of my Discord, it's all free. Check it out. You'll be able to see these entries. I had entries all right here, and then I end up covering. So why do I end up covering? I end up covering half of my size right away into the after hours. And here's why. 2 reasons. Number one, you do what's comfortable for you. I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. and see this squeeze all the way to 15, because it can happen. I don't care what the odds say. I don't care. This is a probability game. This is not a for sure game. If you're looking for certainty, you're in the wrong game, and you're going to lose. You're going to be pissed off every single day. So I need you to know I am always prepared for the worst, because I am in here for the long game. I've been training for 8 years, and there's a reason, because I handle my risk properly. So I'm always aware that I can blow up at any moment. I don't care what happens. So when this pulls back, the reason I cover half, because I was full size. So when this pulls back, I was expecting a big pull, because I know that after hours, this type of play can pull big, and there's no short sell restriction during after hours. And because of that, it doesn't halt as well, and we could just tank. And so I was hoping we get a big tank, but once I started seeing support right at this area, which was what? The previous area of support right here. This area, right? I'm starting to cover some, and I cover half right away. And on top of that, you'll see a temporary trend line forming. So I was like, you know what? This trend line could hold in the after hours, and I've seen it so many times where it just boom, 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 boom. And I was like, I want to go ahead and cover half. And I covered half for a small gain on that half right here, because I had an average of around 740 or something like that. And my idea was, okay, if it does push all the way back up to 9, I am going to add around here, hopefully in the pre-market. If then, right? That's one idea. If it cracks and pulls all the way back down, well, at least I have half of my shares, and I can ride that down. And so you'll see, as you see earlier, I already covered some, and I can always add back on pops. So the plan today is to add on pops. Now that plan could change. Like, doesn't mean I'm going to do it all the time. Again, there's nuances. The pattern changes. So let's go back. I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, I will clean all my charts. I want to see it fresh eyes. And I want to see, what do I notice? And immediately, look at this. On the 1 hour, it sticks out like a sore thumb, to me at least. There's a clear trend line on the 1 hour. Now, this is stronger to me. And so, therefore, I am a little bit more comfortable to hold this trade. And what is concerning is this. If you see this key level and this key level, I'm really happy that this broke, but this is a nice wick. So I want to see what happens on this next candle. And I'd preferably want to see 620 break before I start adding any more size. Because at the end of the day, even though the odds are in my favor, this is a tricky stock because of how it's been trading. Ideally, they're a lot smoother. This one is a little bit choppy. You see how choppy it is. It's not real smooth. So this is more of advanced trading. And so I have to make sure I'm a little bit more careful and not having dollar signs in my eyes of like, oh no, I got to get 20, 30% on this play. Oh no, I got to make a ton of money. Because I've done that. And you know what happens? You lose a lot of money. So don't think that way. You always think risk first. Risk first. Don't think about making money. This is why my POP system is POP, which means process over profits. If you focus on profits like all the people on Twitter, on Instagram, and just flashy, then guess what? You're not going to make it. I'm just going to be real with you. So at the end of the day, now that we have a little bit of a pattern shift, I'm just looking to see what's going to happen at the open. The open is going to tell me a lot. Are we going to get a big push? If so, that's totally fine. I'm willing to hold. Yes, I'm willing to hold all the way up to 8. It also depends on what happens. Like if this pulls back down at 620 and then holds and then pushes, that's a different story, right? This is just the first test. This is just pre-market. I want to see it test again. So there's a little nuance there. Now, that's that trade that I'm currently in. I'm going to explain real quickly because it's already almost the open. RGTI. I'm watching this. This is a straight up spike. Kind of very similar, up over 100%. Multi-day runner. But look at this. It already melted. So what am I looking here? I love that it did this. So now there's a good sign. But I need pops. Any pops up here would be interesting for me. So I'll put an alert here. And I'll watch it. Xena. Everybody was talking about this in chat yesterday. I didn't even see it until after hours. But this one went, what? 2 to 6, 7, and then now we're in the 11. So this is definitely on my radar. But it's still very bullish. And the reason I'm not longing this is I do long very often. But I do not like longing plays that are up over 100, 2, 3, 4. This is up from 2 to 12. I don't even know what percentage that is. What is that? 2 to 12. What is that? That is 500%. That's insane. Like, for me to long that is not very smart for me, for my style. So instead, I want to wait for the bigger edge, which is to the downside in this case, because we already overextended. We already ran. And since we have support here, and now we're consolidating here, it's still bullish. So the only real play is a long right now. So that's what I noticed here. So I'm just watching this and seeing if it sets up for me. TOYO. This is a gap and crap play for me. This thing moved from 3, and this is a whole different pattern, which I teach all of these in my pop trading system. But again, this pattern right here, one second. Okay, so this pattern is also in my pop trading system, and we go from 3 all the way up to what? Where are we at? $6. So another 100%. So that's the number one criteria for me on this type of trade. I want to see a big move to the upside. Doesn't necessarily have to be 100%, at least around 50% for me preferably. I just want to see enough room to the downside that it's an easy play for me to make money on. If it's not enough room, I'm not going to play it. If there's too much support right here, I'm just not going to play it. The odds can still favor people. I know plenty of people, and Ben is one of them, who's a great trader who will trade these type of trades. And I'm not saying he's in this, but I'm just saying in general that they make great money doing this. It's just not my forte. But when I trade it, I'm looking for, minimum of 50% up to the upside, gap up, and 100% or more is obviously better, right? But 50% is the best as minimum. And then I want to look at it, what's happening. You'll see I already drew major resistance to the left, and it's the only resistance to the left. Look at the weekly chart. There's nothing on this, nothing at all. So this is called blue skies to me. So blue skies is another pattern that we talk about when it comes to the long side, but it's not a long right now. So now I'm just looking at it, and I want to see what happens when we get up to 7, ideally. But if this play it's a long, I will not touch the short until it breaks 5. Like I won't even, and there's the thing, it could just break and go. That's fine. That's trading. Go watch my other 2 live trades. You'll see how patient I am. I'm just waiting. Sometimes you don't take trades. And that's the problem with a lot of people who are new. They think traders are just constantly taking trades. And that's not the reality. So you got to be patient and wait for the best setups. The ones who take tons of trades, they might have tons of plays or a big playbook, but they've also been trading a lot longer than you have. And they've been profitable for a lot longer too. So you got to put everything in perspective. But this play I am interested in. KULR. Multi-day runner. It's a penny stock. So these are a little different for me. And I will still trade them, but look how choppy it is. So I probably won't trade this unless it gets really clean and I get a clear level. Because right now, 70, if that breaks, you got support at 60. If that breaks, you got support at 60. It just makes no sense for me. But I am watching it just in case we break above 90 or break above 110 and then consolidate right here and show me some good structure, and then it gives me a good play. UAVS is a breakout play for me. It's very clear to me, but it's straight up to 5, which is concerning. What I do like is after we broke out, we did consolidate for 2-3 hours, which is nice, and then in the after hours and pre-market. So I am interested in pullbacks. Doesn't mean I'm going to trade it again, but I am interested. These are my main watches. Then we got QBTS. I was in this. I wish I was still in it, but this was my target. So, I'm not going to touch it. It's already done. So we'll move that to the B list. The B list is everything that I'm still possibly going to trade if it does certain things. RKLB is a breakout play, which I did go long on Friday in the live trading and sold for a nice gain. And then I sold the rest right here and then right here, I think on this wick. And I was done with it. But it's still bullish. It's still at the breakout level. I will be watching it. I want to see what happens when we get a pull to this level. HIMS is also a play for me. It's at a key daily level, but it's straight up as well. There's good volume behind it, but I want to see what happens at the open. Right now, we do have some nice support in this area. So it's not surprising to me that this area could become an area of support. So I want to see what happens. I don't draw anything on my chart. I'm doing it for you because I just like clean charts. I kind of been doing this again for 8 years. That I just see it. I like clean charts. I like to have just my main daily levels. QMCO, I really like this play. This is literally like the other plays, right? Multi-day runner, 3 to 21. I don't know what, 1,000%. And then there's no volume on this candle, is there? Nah, there's no volume. So that I don't even care about that. So the only thing that matters to me is right here. Let's go to the weekly. This damn mic's in my way. Okay, so what's interesting is I am interested in this. 1 second. And there are plenty of shares. So So this one is interesting. I'm not just going to play it, but I am interested in it. This is probably one of the top interests for me now for a new position. PDYN. And you'll hear me get in a trade. I'll go bing or some kind of noise. This one, I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really like it. I mean, I do like it's a multi-day runner, but look how choppy it is. And there's also a breakout level here. It does have volume at 350. I don't like it. I'm gonna move it. I did play it yesterday. You'll see in the chart recaps for a small gain. I just don't like it. Gap, I'm watching because we're at a key breakout level. We're testing it right now. So we'll see what happens. We failed. This isn't really a failure. This is just, the earnings pullback. Then I want to see what happens. Do we break here? Do we pull back up here? I have an alert and we'll see. But that's pretty much it. Let me get a little bit more focused real quick because I got to make my plans. And by the way, just FYI, I share all of this in detail and show tons of live trades in my course called the Pop Trading System. You can get it for 40% off. I pinned the discount code above, and you have tons of live trades in there of all the strategies I've learned over the past 8 years. And in the past 5 years, if you don't know who I am, I've been trading for 8. I didn't find anything that worked for me for 3.5 years. And then I've been interviewing very successful traders for 5 years now. People ranging from 100,000 a year to multiple 6 figures a year to 7 figures a year to even 8 figures a year. And I've learned a lot, not only from the show, but as you know, when you meet all these people, you build good friendships and you have great conversations behind closed doors because they're good people. And so when you do that, you learn a lot of nuances, right? I got to see a lot of things. And so that helped me in my own trading. And so I'm sharing all that in my course, the Pop Trading System, which is why it's focused on process. So if you like a show that's focused on process, it's not about flexing, it's not about just showing the lifestyle, then you're at the right place. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and that encourages me to come back and do more live trading. This is my 3rd day in a row. Again, live trading is not easy because you're risking your own money. This is a very heavy mental game, and you deal with a lot of assholes whenever you do something wrong. I'm going to lose. I lost yesterday. You'll see that in the live trading. That's part of trading. If you're not used to that and if you can't lose, you just need to leave. But again, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to continue. I'm not leaving. I just want to focus up for just a second. This is already giving back so much of its gains. It's going to open at 16. It sucks. I really hope QMCO, man, the odds are low, but I would love for it to pop up pretty big because I can't really touch this right now. It's already given back a lot. It's already giving back what, $6, $7 or $6, and that happens. What's up, Rock? What's up, Sam? Halamise, B Fly, Burner, Will, and again Ben, my man. How y'all doing?
I'm excited to use the system second day to see how it did today. Get it, Sammy?
There you go, brother.
Yeah, I had a gigantic win on Bank of America yesterday. It was awesome.
Nice, bro.
Fire off of that. Or just get a cup of coffee, you know? One of the two.
Banks, I don't really trade banks that often because I feel like, I mean, I do sometimes, like rarely.
Where money's going in the
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm just like, it's rare for me because like the moves are so slow
They are.
or small too.
Keep that yesterday.
Yeah.
You could pick something with a bigger ATR like Visa or something like. I mean, there's stuff that's moving in every sector, but
Oh, well, that's not good. That's exactly what I just said I didn't want to see. Are you shitting me? Is that real? Do y'all see that on y'all's charts QUBT? That better not be real. I think it is real. That is that a wick right there?
yeah,
Did anyone watch it do that, or is it just like one of those things?
it's just a big red wave. Yeah. Black Swan waves usually happen at 8 o'clock, so if it's after 8 o'clock, usually it's pretty real.
I think so too.
Okay. I just wasn't watching, so I missed it. Well, we'll see. I'd love to see 620 melt. If this holds right now and starts to push back, I'm just gonna cover the rest because it's not doing what I want anymore.
SNCI's melting.
I just covered some more.
Oh my god. Chill the fuck out.
I got alerts going off. SMCI just went off. It's probably at a key level. Let's pull that up. Yep. Or it touched it and just melted. Oh, wow. QUBT, I covered half of my remaining position, and now I'm just going to let this ride or cover the rest if this starts to hold, which I'm going to give it some room to see what happens around here. It's fighting at the open. But at this point, you know, it's doing exactly one of the F-thins I did not want to see, and that is this right here, what we talked about. So it's just a choppy play, man. I hate these choppy ones, man. I want smooth. I want easy. Can I get the easy one, please? What's up, Black Ranger? What's up, Monsieur Bond? All right, let's see if we get a pull down. QMCO, yeah, it's unfortunate. I'd love to get a big push to 17, not even the 17, I mean past that to 18. I have an alert there. Toya is testing 5. Are you in Toya, Ben? Toyo?
Yes, I am. I've got a 5.25, no, 5.525 average, 5.5.
Nice, bro.
Nice.
That's a good trade. I figured you'd be in that. SMCI is interesting. Multi-day runner, but it's not up 100%. But it is a big cap, large cap. We'll get a pullback. We're broken 36. QUBT, I'm just going to cover this probably here in a minute. I want to see if this starts to hold or if this fails, the 670 zone. KMCO, if we get a pop to 18, I will start taking some positions. I want to see Toyo break 5. What's up, Dion, Vanilla, ASMR Blake, Shaz, Dion, Sam, Kevin, Steven, Ray, Dion, Sam, yep, Random Citizen, that's funny. Marco M, Kiji, welcome back, brother. Ray S, Mark, and everyone else that I might have missed. Sorry about that. If you're liking this type of content, please hit the like button. It does help out me and the show, and I really appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot them. I think my son's getting sick. He's crying a lot right now. It sucks. It means I won't have less sleep.
Has he been prone to ear infections or anything like that?
Not yet. It's just I think he has like a cold today.
That's rough. I'm sorry.
It's so funny. I was playing with him this morning because we get up early. He's an early bird, and we were playing with a flashlight, and I was showing him underneath the couch. And while I was showing him, his head was like his face was like right over my face. And I look at him and go, "Look, you see?" And he just sneezes all on my face. I was like, "Come on, bro." I was like, "Please." And so I immediately drank emergency. I was like, "I'm drinking emergency right now."
Hazmat suit. That's awesome.
It was so funny.
Been there, dog.
Yeah.
Right in your eyeball, right in your mouth.
Yep.
Yep. Full on.
The best way to get sick is that. I mean, the quickest way.
Yep. It's an exchange service. Let's go, Amazon. Let's go. Amazon up over previous, 3-4 days ago. Previous day bottom high candle. 203.49. Currently at 204.47.
Should we go down to there's a guy you know who might choose one talking about?
Here you go.
Sam, were you talking to me just a second ago?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I was like totally zoomed in on this trade, so I I just heard you talking in the background, and then you didn't say anything. Like, oh, jeez, did he ask? Did he talk to me for a second? So,
No, I
threw my
noticed
music
a
on.
guy was in the other room and asked Alex what we were talking about.
Oh, I gotta lock this in. Per my rules, mofo. Sick. 142.
Hmm.
Locking in 1R. Let's go, bitch.
Nice, man.
Let's do it. Awesome. It's always an awesome day. Always.
It's always a blessed day when you wake up because the opposites were the worst.
Yeah, you'd never know it.
I'd know it.
Oh, jeez.
I'll probably get stopped out here on the rest QUBT. It's held in 670s or 650s, held 620s. So if it stops me out on the rest, that's fine. I like this 5 test again on Toya. I'm watching that.
By the way, I just want to say it's been great hanging with everybody.
You all think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
Hey,
really
man.
Why are you saying that like you leave him forever?
It's good,
I
yeah.
didn't have any music playing. It's so hard to say goodbye. That's an old song. You guys know that.
No, so
Alright. Cool. Scalped an R off of Amazon. Nice. Stop of the day. Bazang. Thank you, Jesus.
All right, I'm all out. QBT. I'll post that here in a minute in Discord. The Discord's free, by the way, if you want to join. That's what everyone's talking to me on, the voice. It's free, and I'll be posting this chart from the entries to the exits. I entered yesterday, so you don't see that right now. I like Toya. I'm watching that. But hey, you know, we'll see. We'll see if I'll place any other trade.
yeah, I'm watching Toya, but I remember Sandra said she's gonna trade it, so I'm overthinking it.
100 even?
You said she's trading it, Sandra, homies?
Yes, sir.
Are you a short trader?
Excuse me?
Are you 5'6"?
You're a long trader.
How tall are you?
Are you a short trader?
What's that? How
I am short.
I'm a
Yep.
longer man.
I actually am too.
Oh snap, guys! I forgot. I didn't even look today. So FOMC meeting minutes is at 1 o'clock my time, which is 2 market time. So that's greatly going to impact me playing any large caps today. So, but I don't really have large caps on my radar, so that's good.
Yeah, and then tomorrow's an absolute shit show at Open.
Yeah, and tomorrow's going to be what, a half day?
That's also a good point. Yeah, shoot, I forgot about Thanksgiving.
Is it a half day tomorrow? I think so.
It's a Google question, but probably.
Yeah, if it's a half day, that means we'll probably see less. I probably won't even trade tomorrow.
It'll be all wacky because there won't be very much volume, and there's a bunch of shit coming out right at Open, so. What's up, babe?
That might be an area that's gonna hold. Oh well. Toya, still watching that one. QMCO, that pop came up, but only the 17. Friday is a half day. Oh, okay. Tomorrow's a whole day. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Hey Ray, I use DAS just to execute. I use trading Thinkorswim to chart and make my decisions. Yeah, Dion, I hope so too, man. He is yelling up a storm right now. So, Kiji, good luck, man. In at 5, good luck. That was a good dip buy if you did and sold right away. Stocks, ASMR Blake, stocks. I only focus on equities. Vanilla, I use Cobra to execute all my trades, right? Cobra is my broker. I use DAS, that's their platform, to actually press the buttons to get the trade. And I use Thinkorswim just to chart. That's all. Xena just hit my alert.
I'm gonna go visit my buddy. I'll be back later.
Yeah, man, no worries.
Hey, Rod.
This will probably melt without me now. It's all good though.
QMCO hit my alert 1716. I didn't put the entry because I really want to see it pop some more.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah, no, not enough. Because you know it's just not there.
It's not even 1-to-1.
Patient. I was interested in Mara because like it's still squeezing right now, past the pre-market trend line. But I was still focused on QMCO, so I missed the entry.
I'm moving my alert on Toya. Okay, there we go. Fuck, it went too quick. God damn it.
Good question for you.
So Toya, I think if I may be getting in this here. I'm watching it. What's your question?
So when you look at a daily chart, right, you look at the jumping pattern. When you see that it's an inside bar day, are you still interested, or do you think of dismiss it?
When I look at what?
When you look at a daily chart, and you look at the when you look at today's price action, like the pre-market action, very high chances it's going to be an inside bar day. Do you still look at it, or you want something that is a breakout of the range?
I don't. You got to show me. I don't know. You got to show me an example. I got to see the whole big picture to answer that.
For example, like, let's say the QMCO right now, right? Like as you can see that right now, the price action is still within the yesterday bar. It's like inside bar. I know you look at this for and you're interested. So will you be interested to take the trade after break out of the range, or would you still take the trade when you see the weakness?
I'm not interested in taking this trade at all yet until we get a big pop.
So more or less like have a breakout of certain ranges for you?
No, well, I guess to answer your question, I don't care about the inside bar.
Got it.
I more so care about the big picture setup. So Toya, you probably saw me if you're watching the stream that I started to move really quickly. I got kind of excited. Hey, Shaz, thanks for being a Pro Trader member. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, you definitely probably saw me move quickly, and that's because I borrowed shares right away, just in case it starts to melt. The way it's moving right now, there's a lot of volume. We got 25 million shares being traded. It's like the biggest volume we've had in a while on this ticker, and so I'm seeing a lot of emotion in it. Like when we got a wick here, my emotion hit me too. You saw me get excited. I went to go borrow shares, but I didn't take a trade because I know that emotion everyone else is feeling, and I still feel it too. But I just use that feeling to indicate this is what everyone else is feeling, and they're reacting to that emotion. Where most traders do that, they react. Whereas I am trying to respond, and I'm acknowledging that emotion, and I'm saying, okay, let's see what happens next. Because now I feel like if we do start to crack, that emotion is going to be even higher because we're just playing with both sides right now. Although we're still more so on the bull side. There's tons of bulls right now that I think we'll get a big move if we break 5. I could see a trade on QMCO by using this downtrend line because it's a big, giant, decent triangle. But I don't really, I think the odds is like, maybe 50-50. So if you take this type of trade, like if I were to take it, it'd be much smaller size than a 1R risk because I'd want to save my risk for a bigger push. But that could hold. We could see at the end of the day that this holds and we just get a fade to 13. And then at that point, if you risk, 18, get into 17, it's a good risk reward. But again, the odds are not as high. So I like higher odds plays. That's just my style. I like GameStop. I'm watching this. I hope we start to retest this 29.80 level. Oh, damn. RKLB. Look at that. It just fucking went. Good job. Good job. QUBT. Still holding the 630s. Toya is my main watch right now. Xena as well. But I think Xena's going to hold right now. This is a good sign that people are just shorting the crack and they're going to get uncomfortable really quickly here. Here comes another test on Toya. I really want to see what happens here. Hey, Ray. Yeah, they have 2 options. They have a smaller broker account, which is through Venom, which is Cobra. And you need a minimum of 27,000 or 25,000 to open an account. It might be 27K, Ray. And that's when you get 33% off commissions for life. And then you also get free trading software, I think, for a month. My Discord, go to here. You can find my Discord here. Does that pull up anything? No, that does not. How do I give my Discord link? You can find tons of free resources, including the Discord, on that link right there. Oh, Dion, I appreciate your input, but I'll stick to my own plan.
I averaged back into IDAI. 0.39 and 0.42 were my halves, so I have a 0.405 average.
Yeah.
Yes, I just wanted to submit. Thank you.
I think I just heard an alert go off. Is that right? Yes, we did. Oh, look, shit. Okay, I'm watching GameStop. GameStop is a main watch for me. It could become a swing play too. Hmm. But we have news coming out again. I gotta keep on remembering that.
6 minutes.
Yeah, we have news in 6 minutes. CB Consumer Finance, and then we have FOMC meeting minutes at 2 o'clock Eastern. So that's concerning.
Yeah, CB consumer confidence, new home sales on October, new home sales October, and they got 5 years note options.
QMCO popping again.
Yeah, I'm watching that. It comes down to 17.16. I might take a short here.
So Toya and QMCO are my main watches right now. And we just gotta be patient. We just gotta wait. Sometimes no trade is a lot of times the best trade. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this play. Here's the thing, we could get a, oh, wait a minute. It's already, it opened down over 20%. Yeah, we need a big spike. This thing's gonna, I think it's gonna squeeze here in a minute. Because there's a lot of traders who just, kind of take one idea, like maybe they heard from me or some other trader about overextension plays. Like that's a pattern that's been around for years. No one's made that up. It's been around forever. And so people just say, oh, overextended, it's first red day, let me short. And they don't understand the nuances. And so they just get squeezed. And I think we might get a big squeeze here in a minute. especially if we start to hold and start to respect this downtrend line. We'll see. My favorite though is Toya. I'm rooting for you, Ben. I am. I want to join the trend with you. I'm hoping.
Yeah, it's looking okay so far. It's definitely it's definitely not a clean cut trade, but it's looking pretty good still.
It's fighting.
It sure is, but like you said earlier, there's tons of longs looking at it, so
Yeah, that's why. And it's cheaper of all the plays that are like really well. No, I wouldn't say that it's cheaper, but ideally it tries to break 6 one last time and wicks big, and I think it's over.
yeah, I agree. I agree. But if it breaks that, it could go to $7, $8. So
Yeah, that's true, 100%. Oh. Everyone who's joined the mic, open mic, y'all can, it's an open mic. Anyone can talk. If I was in the other room, then you wouldn't be able to, but you're more than welcome to talk and ask questions. Talk to each other. It doesn't have to be to me. It could be to anybody. I'm watching both QMCO and Toya. I moved you, Shaz, to the open mic room because you were in the wrong one. It's so funny. I need to relabel. I'm always in the open mic and I have a live room. It's stupid.
That's
The more times it tests a 6, the more in fails, the more in like excited I'm gonna get. Toya, $150 million contract win. Cool. That's really cool. If it does start to hold and start to continue higher and builds a good pattern, then it could be a good long too, for sure. Oh shit, what just happened? Xena?
Let's go in QMCO. Like I said, it's something cracked at 1760, so right now so far doing alright.
Yeah. Well, I can't ignore QMCO. Right now we're bullish. I mean, we got big picture we're bearish, but intraday action is bullish. We got consolidation, push, consolidation, push. So what's going to happen here is we might get a consolidation push. Until I see a reversal of this trend that I'm showing, I am not going short. It would be against trend. This type of play on Toya, I would be longing it if this level right here, if this 5 was like a key daily level that I teach in the pop system, I would definitely be potentially longing dips, but because it's setting up really nicely, but because it's not, and it's just a random level that's just for intraday, I am pretty much just watching it as a more of a short because it's a gap and crap strategy. Again, the nuance of trading. Nice pull on QMCO. What happens at 16? That's important to me. Right now it looks like we're wicking. What's up, everybody? If you're enjoying this type of content, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps us out in the show. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Alex. I've been training for 8 years. 3.5 of those years, I couldn't make anything work. And it wasn't until I focused on 1 to 2 strategies that I started to actually make some money. And then after that, I learned more and more and expanded my playbook, which is everything I share in my pop trading system that you can get right now for 40% off using promo code BFriday. Click the link, I pinned it. But besides that, I've also been interviewing successful traders for the past 5 years. People who've been making 6 figures, multiple 6 figures to 7 figures, and to even 8 figures. So I've learned a lot from them, from not only interviewing them for you guys on the show, which I do for free every Monday, but I also have learned a lot from having private conversations behind closed doors, because you build friendships. And so I share all of that in the course. And part of the course you can get is other teachers I met and built friendships with who share their perspectives on different strategies, because I want you to understand trading is very unique to you, and I show you everything I know, but then you see different people and you see how they do things and how it's different. So anyway, check that out. And if you do like this type of content where we're focused on process, as you can see if I'm up 1R, 2R, so it's relatable to everyone no matter what size you trade, because all that matters is the process and execution. Then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you like me interviewing successful traders every Monday, hit the subscribe button. But hit that like button, because that does help me out so we can meet other people and other people can find us if, find this type of content of live trading. All right, so this is important to me on QMCO. I want to see what happens next. Like, do we continue this or do we reverse? If we start to reverse, it could become a play for me. I'm starting to like Toya. This is pretty nice price action here. We're getting lower highs, and we'll see what happens.
It still needs to put in a new low to give, solid confirmation. But yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Totally agree. Thank you, Dion. Thank you, JC. Thanks, Shaz. So I have a choice. I could take a starter right here, risking right above here. And again, the odds are not going to be high if I do that. So I'd rather just wait. And if I do that, I still am going to risk much smaller than what I would if we got a big pop. There's a couple of things. QMCO, it's already down a lot. It's already down 22%. That's a big red flag for me. Granted, it's up a lot, so we'll see. I'm willing to miss this trade. Bathroom break. Okay. I'm watching Toya very closely right now. I'll take a starter on it if I can get a starter. Just to start me in. I know this is not size at all. You'll see. As it goes against me, you'll see my R. And you'll see that it's not a big size. I'm just getting into play. And then now I'll start hopefully getting some pops. I think we can go to 4 pretty quickly here. So we'll see. QMCO, I'm still watching. It's not surprising to me. As I mentioned earlier, we're doing this little pattern here, right here. So I want to see for that to reverse. Once that reverses, then maybe I'd be interested. But again, big picture, it's already down 20%. So it kind of makes me shy away from it. Same thing with Xena. I like this type of play, but we're respecting these levels too nicely here. So I expect a pretty nice bounce. This would be nice to see. We got a test 17, a breakout of 17, a retest 17 and fell again, a retest 17. If we start to fail there, that could be a good sign for me as well, because then we'll have kind of like a W. I feel like I need to make some coffee.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make some coffee. That won't take long. Let's see. I'm gonna put orders out just in case I'm gone and it pushes up without me. I'll be right back. Actually, I need to put before I leave.
Ben, are you watching VSEE? Maybe.
Oh, QMCO just squeezed. That's what we're looking for.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, welcome.
Okay, was I? Could you not hear? Like, I thought I was speaking. Could you not hear me?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, Halloween. Did you ask me if I was looking at VSCE?
Yes.
Yes. So no, I'm not looking at it. I try to take all of my entries in the pre-market, um, specifically between 7:30 and 9:30. Um, and I will only take a trade after the market is opened if I've taken a loss on that trade, and I think there's good expected value for me to get back in. Um, so yeah, I'm not looking at it right now. I do see what it's doing, but I'm not looking at it for a trade. And then I really liked what it did basically for the past few weeks, where it was just no volume, pretty much trading straight sideways. Um, and yesterday, like, it started to tick up, which usually is something that I don't like to see, even when it is small, low, choppy volume like that. I still want it to be basically very illiquid the day before I trade it. So I just wasn't able to get into it when it was up and down, and then by the time 7:30 rolled around, it didn't look like a good value proposition for me. So,
Thank you. Yeah,
do you have
I see what
any?
you mean.
Yeah, do
Mm-hmm.
you have any more specific questions on it, or just if I was looking at it?
No, it just if you were looking at it, you did explain yourself very well. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then, sorry, earlier I asked you. Sorry, I'll back up a little bit. You said that you were looking at what was it? IDAI, I think, but you were unsure because you said Sandra was looking at it.
No, no, I said I was looking at Toyo.
A Toyo. Okay, my bad, my bad. Well, she's also a long trader. So if you're a long trader, I would take what she says as confirmation, not as concern.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
exactly.
okay, okay, all right. Sorry, I misunderstood, and so I want to make sure I understood correctly.
No worries, no worries about it. I'm basically a long trader, but I also place my trades on the actually the free market, and now I'm trying to figure out new things.
Sure.
And yeah, so I'm asking questions about things that I can to figure out. So
Definitely, definitely. And I would definitely not stop asking questions and learning new things, but I would also say that if you have found consistency and profitability with something that works, like pre-market longs, then I would try to really stick to that, and really just kind of treat the things that you learn as like just getting a more depth of knowledge, if that makes sense. I think one of the things that really helped me get to profitability quickly was I absolutely ignored everything else that the market was saying to me. So
yeah,
just
so
my two cents.
for sure. So I have this strategy. I stick to it
There you
for
go,
a few
babe.
years now, maybe for more. And what something moves when the market opens. This is why I'm keep learning all the time.
Yeah, I get that. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Are you consistent and profitable with what you've been doing for the last 2 years, or still getting there?
Still getting there. I am consistently losing what I'm saying I'm losing, and I consistently risk managing it right.
Great.
This is
Yeah,
I feel good about it. Very good.
yeah. I would say that those are some of the most important parts. Did you happen to watch the video that Alex posted yesterday with Marcus?
I started it, but I didn't finish it. I'm in the middle.
Okay, no worries. The part I'm gonna refer to is literally at the very end. And Marcus says something to the effect of like, when traders are beginning to learn, they focus on the entry first because they think that that's the most important. But he says maybe you kind of need to do it in the opposite direction. And I realized, like, as I was listening to him say that in the video, that that's sort of how I did things too. Like, I cared more about the probability of how the trade will end more so than I cared about the probability of like me getting a good entry. And then I focused on making sure that I'm getting my one to one. And so what I focused on first was like the outcome of the trade probability wise. Then I focused on my exits and nailing that. And then once I figured out my exits, then I cared about like, okay, well, how do I get a good entry so that I can get maximum profit on maximum probabilities? And then I started to really think about like which stocks should I take this trade on and which stocks should I not take this trade on. Um, so I think that what you said, where you are consistent with taking losses where you say you're going to take losses and respecting your stops, I think that's really good. And now it's just a matter of looking at your data and figuring out if you can maybe get better entries or be more patient to get better entries, or maybe find like an entry system that might not happen as frequently but gives you a better expected value. Um, so that's again just my 2 cents. I hope that's somehow beneficial to you.
Oh, for sure it is. For sure it is. I system that I built, and my problem is that I have a problem to push the trigger. It's really hard for me to push the trigger. I see the chart, I see the pattern that I worked for 2 years on it, and what you said right now that I need to maybe rework on my data and look what's the best price or the best, I don't know how to say, um, like I know where I should risk. I need to find my entry,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so sometimes I know I need to get in and I put the orders in, but I don't transmit them.
Okay. So they don't get filled in time.
So I don't get, yeah, yeah, exactly. So like I'm picky, maybe too patient, maybe too picky with what I'm going in, but
Sure. Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm feeling good.
And that's also the sort of thing too where I found really a lot of value in data collection because it was like, okay, I'm consistently missing my entries. So if I were to enter either like a little earlier time frame wise, so I guess I'll back up a little bit. I started shorting
Mm-hmm.
like 15 minutes before market open. So my strategy was literally take a short before the market opens and then just ride it all day. And I was realizing, hey, if I wake up at 7:30 Eastern time instead of 9 o'clock Eastern time, a lot of the times I can get more of my value in before the market even opens, like before it even gets to 9 o'clock. And so it was like, hey, like maybe I need to enter early in that regard. Um, so that could be something you consider too. Maybe time frame needs to be a little different, or maybe but basically how I was able to determine that is because I would look back at all of my data and was like, oh, this trade entering early would have worked, this trade entering early would have worked, this trade entering early would have worked, that one it wouldn't have worked, but like most of the trades, it seemed to make sense that pre-market, early pre-market, like 7:30 tended to be the best strategy. And so that's how I was able to find that is with my data. So that's what I'm saying. Like with your trades that you've taken, see like if you were to tweak your entire strategy by just one variable, but then back test that, do the rest of your data, how does that pan out? So that's again something I really found value in.
Yes, I understand you completely, for sure. I've done, I have there of 2.5 years of my strategy. Yes, I
Nice.
started doing what you told to go back and look at other time frames and what gives me the best entry that I can. Now that I have my risk management right, and I'm still working on it. I have it's a lot of work. Yeah,
Yeah,
2 years now.
definitely,
But I'm doing it.
definitely.
I understand what you say, and thank you. It's a very good advice, man. I'll do it
Of course.
once again.
Yeah, I'm really just sharing what I actually did and what actually worked for me, but hopefully it can help somebody. Um,
Mm-hmm. For sure.
and if it's not necessarily applicable to you, that's fine, but hopefully you can find a way that it can be applicable to you. So,
You know, I'm happy. Whatever, like anything you say, I'm happy that I already have it in my mind, like the back of my
right.
mind. I just needed someone to pick it for me. And now that you're saying
Uh,
it, and that I know what you're doing, and when we're talking, I see the same things that you see. Maybe that it also give me confirmation. So I'm really happy
yeah,
about it.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Good. I'm glad.
Thank you. Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Do you have? Oh, my coffee. I'll be right back. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
All right, who's got what going on here?
I've got an average into IDAI. I took an almost 2 hour loss on it just because I couldn't get out with my stops. Uh, I got my reentry is 0.405. I'm still waiting for that one to show considerable weakness. On TOYO, I've got 5.525 as my average, so 5.5, and that one's doing pretty good. I'm approaching 1 hour on that.
Oh,
And then MDAI, I've got 1.675 average, uh, and I'm about half an hour on that.
very interesting.
What about you? You did you
Oh,
take
none.
what, Apple or Amazon this morning? One of the two?
I got Amazon on the pop
Okay.
over of the 3 days. What was it? 1, 2, 3 days ago. negotiate the bottom sell candle. Spoke weekly expected move for the options spots. I had a target up around 206.30. For my room, fell off in R when I was about 10 to 15 cents above
Dude,
R. Came back in, stopped me out for an R, and then went past target. So pretty typical.
I was trying to fix my. I was trying to make coffee the entire time, dude. It's supposed to take like 10 seconds, and
I was gonna say.
freaking thing is like clogged. I gotta fix it. I was trying to fix it, and I was like, this is gonna take forever.
Work the Google button.
I was like annoyed. I don't even have coffee now.
Damn it.
But Toyo looks nice.
Yeah, Toyo's looking really good.
QMC is doing exactly what I thought it would do. It's starting to hold that and respect this, and we're gonna get a bigger push. Did you cover, Sam?
I did.
Good. Do you see what I mean by like the little nuances when I was showing that?
You know what? Before I did enter too, like I mean, even I tell myself that it is looking bullish still because it's above the
You gotta listen to yourself, bro.
I do. Well, that's the thing. I listen to myself because that's my entry. That's my plan. So even though that's what Trump is telling me, well, yeah, you're right. That I should be adapting to be like doing what the Trump's telling me, but just blindly follow my plan, right? It's still tweaking on that part. That's why right now I'm running QUBT for a long.
I'd love to get more size on Toya, but we'll see if we get a pop at all.
Did you get a win, Sammy?
No, I got like a half an hour loss on
Okay.
QUBT. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my wife was getting ready to go to work there. I didn't quite hear what you guys were talking about.
Yeah, like I was saying, like he did see that the squeeze coming, and the way that I was entering, because like I told myself, my plan was if the price come back down to 17, 16, and show me this, because I saw the pullback, right, and the pullback just a little bit above my 2 hour target, and yeah, because like my 2 hour target just barely touched the previous low, and I think it's only about like 10 cent from my target, 10 15 cent from my target. And I was like, you know what, like it might hold and maybe next bars can push down just a tiny bit before the price push back up, but no, they squeezed all back up, so a couple for half an hour loss.
Gotcha.
If any of you guys on YouTube, if you're enjoying the show, I mean, I just got back, so you're probably like, where the hell has he been? But I've been trading live. This is my third day in a row. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like. It'll make me come back and do this because it's not every day that people want to trade live, right? It's stressful because you're dealing with your own money, and trading is very, very hard. But I'm doing my best to show you everything. You see Friday and Monday and today. I highly suggest you go watch all those so you can see me go long, you can see me go short, you can see me explain in detail why and why I avoid trades. I explain very, very specifically why I avoided certain trades today and yesterday and the day before, and that is what you need to learn. But anyway, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We have live episodes every Monday where I interview successful traders that I've met over the years, and that goes every Monday. And we all focus on process, not profits, because process is what makes you the money actually. So you want to focus on process. If you like that type of content, again, hit like and subscribe. Dude, I want coffee so bad. I'm so mad. I was sitting there the whole time, and I was like, dude, I'm trying to make this coffee, and it got clogged. I got one of those. I got a fancy thing, but it's fucking. I can't use it.
You still got it in the works, or are you gonna Grubhub that shit?
I was gonna say.
Well, I'm debating about going back over there and cleaning it out again, and I don't even know what the problem is. I don't know if I'm grinding the beans too fine or too coarse. I don't know. I'm just like, I just made coffee this morning, and now it's like not making coffee. I'm like, what the fuck? It's spewing out like one little black drop of coffee like every like 10 seconds. I'm like, what are you doing?
You need to make some strong damn coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Microsoft got some great follow through. Apple back down to 233.58. Um, quite a move the last couple days on Apple. Well, it held that level. In case anybody gives a shit.
Maybe just a little beefy.
I am done for the day. So now I'm an idiot here when it comes to the small cap stuff here. The IDIA, are you guys long or short that? I forgot.
Sheffy's short.
Chevy short. And Chevy, what did you say? What number did I apologize? What number did you say you're short at again?
No worries. I missed the ticker. Which one? IDAI or
IDA,
Toyo or?
yeah, IDAI. I just put it up just to check it out, learn something.
Yeah, my average is 0.405. My halves on that were 0.39 and 0.42.
405. Cool.
And then I'll probably take another portion here soon. But I'm really waiting for it to put in a new low before I do that. And that new entry would probably be around the 36-cent level.
Gotcha. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah, of course. So, Rock, well, while you're here, one thing, again, I watched the video that Alex did with Marcus yesterday, and one of the things that Marcus said made me think of you, and he was
Hot
talking
sexy
about
bitch.
like, yeah, definitely that. Actually, it was about growing up in Germany, and when he was
Okay.
16. No, 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 no. I'm kidding. Oh wait, let me place this entry, and then I'll say what I was gonna say. IDAI is literally just doing what I wanted it to do.
You got me interested
Mm-hmm.
now.
Good. I got you hooked. Did you watch the video at all or no?
The last one I watched. Are you talking about the one that he just put out? That was the.
Yesterday, literally just
No, I
yesterday.
haven't watched that one yet.
Okay. So basically, what Marcus said is he was like, when you're learning how to drive, like, you don't know anything, so you're worried that you're gonna like crash the
No.
car basically or whatever.
Yeah, you have to drive.
But well, almost the opposite. So, but then he follows up and says, but now, like, if somebody asks you, like, when did you figure out trading, you really can't say because you've been driving or when did you figure out driving? It's like you've been doing it for so long, you can't really remember, like, when the point was that you figured it out. But if you still treat yourself like you're that 16-year-old driver all the time, then, like, you're going to be doing, like, 20 on the highway, basically. And he didn't
Woo.
say those exact words, but like that was the sentiment that I got.
Yeah, man.
And how it made me think of you is like, and I don't know your numbers specifically, but just of the things that you've said, I feel like you are consistent and profitable, or at the very least consistent, and that I think that I personally feel, just again based off the things you said, that you could kind of pick up the speed limit a little bit in terms of your risk. Like instead of risking $1 or $2, maybe risk a little bit more because you have found consistency with what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's just my 2 cents. Again, like I don't know your exact situation, so if you have pushback on that, I will defer to you. But I feel like you are consistent consistently, and I think that in the beginning when you were still learning, it made sense to risk safe. But I think you might be at a point now where you could risk more.
I'm saying, I agree.
I
So
agree with you. Yeah.
again,
All
that's
right.
just my outside perspective, but
Don't
I'd
make
be
me
curious
cry,
to.
guys. God damn it.
Unless you're not sharing everything, unless we just hear the good stories, then that's different.
Yeah.
Right.
But everything you've been telling us, it sounds, and I've been talking to you for a while, it sounds like you know what you're doing. You just need to risk more. Hey,
I feel better.
And
I
I
feel better.
accept. Let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
I accept.
Sorry.
No, no, you're good, man. I accept friendly, loving critiques. Good and bad. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate that. I accept that into my
it's
heart.
more like support.
Yeah, man.
Well,
So
no, I mean it is supposed to be a constructive
you
criticism.
guys
Like
are the jock strap of my trading, and some mental, social, emotional stuff that I am
Mhm.
trying to get over. Just like we all do. I've been playing it safe for a really really long time for a reason, and I am starting to see more consistent success. And part of that is me not being a dumbass when I get to certain number levels.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
That's part of it,
Sure.
and so you're right. I do. And part of what I do is I make excuses and I say, well, I want to get the house paid off first and I want to do this. And those are all wonderful, great things. However, the mindset of, the amount of money that with the same trades that I do, the amount of money that, somebody else puts into it, I just need to start acclimatizing myself and
Exactly.
challenging myself a little bit because, otherwise, yeah, I'll just sit here and be comfortable for the rest of my trading career. And that's not what it's about. So yeah,
Right.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And if it makes you feel better, I basically told Alex the same thing the last day when we were in Dallas. Like, I think you're doing a great job. I think you kind of maybe just need to risk a little bit more. Um, and yeah, so I think it is sort of about breaking out of that comfort zone, but in a constructive way, not in a risk. Let's turn this into gambling, destructive kind of way. So,
Yeah. Well, thanks, Ben. I really
of
appreciate
course,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't tell me any of that shit when we were talking, so I'm just kidding. Oh, kid, no. Me and Ben, me and Ben. I'm pretty sure I brought you up to Ben. And I was like, dude, I think Rock's like right there. So we definitely see it in you.
Well, that means like for real, I'm kind of tearing up here. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yep, yep.
I got a partial sale on that last third for IDAI. Um, I'm hoping it'll come back up to 36 cents, but I really don't see that happening again.
So as you're watching the live stream, traders, just FYI, you'll see me going back and forth to all these tickers on my watch list. And that's because, as time goes on, they redevelop, they change, and I'm just trying to see if they're developing to something that I'm comfortable with trading. And right now, I just don't see anything other than the one that I want to add more size, which I think I'm showing it right now. You can see I have an order at 520 to get more size, but it is not the odds of it getting there. Sheffy, what are they like? Fucking
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
20%.
It's
It's
gonna
like,
happen.
nah.
And if it
Don't
comes
say
up
that,
to
Sheffy. I want it to happen.
if it comes, well, okay, fine. It's gonna happen, Alex. It's definitely happening 100%.
Like I think the odds are like 10%, 20.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll
Yeah.
break above 520 and hold. I think it'll do a quick pop. So I'm just hoping it does something like that. But I'm willing to get size anywhere between 5 and anything under 6. I'm willing to get size.
Yeah, honestly, I would say if it approaches 940 or sorry, 490, I think that would be a good level too, but that's just,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm
You're right.
already in it and I already have a lot of profit on it, so like I'm biased 100%.
I hear you. I am too. I mean, I got in my first entry right at that price anyway.
Yeah.
On the large cap side, great follow through from that price we talked about earlier on Apple. It's really structuring out.
Hims looks really good for a swing trade, possibly, but the only reason I won't, well, there's a couple of reasons, but one of the main reasons I won't take it is because we have too much news coming out midday, and large caps get screwed when news comes out, especially FOMC news. So I ain't touching it. All patterns, all my strategies go to shit for that brief hour. I want coffee so bad.
Oh, you wanna taste it?
Nah,
They
I've
have
been
hot
here with
coffee.
you talking the whole time.
So, damn it.
No, I didn't trade GME, Marvin X, and I do like GME as a potential swing trade, but again, since there's FOMC meeting minutes today, I'm not touching it until after that's over. No worries, Patty. You're welcome, brother. Hey, Shaz, it's time to get a mic. That's right. It's time. Shaz is joining the Discord today from watching live, and there's I don't know. They're saying now it's time to get a mic because y'all are all talking. That's right. It's actually lonely without this. It gets lonely like when you're just trading every day by yourself.
Yeah, man. That's why I love talking with the less traders and being able to chat and goof around a little bit, for sure.
Man, I think. What do you think, Chevy? You think it's gonna fade the rest of the day?
Let me look at the chart. Yeah, I think it's pretty much going to fade the rest of the day. You might get a pop here or there, but if it puts in a new low, it's basically done.
Oh yeah, if it puts in a new low right now, it'll probably just go
But I
forever.
could also see it just trading sideways for the rest of the day, so.
Come on, please. I'm gonna put an order at 495 too, just to see if I can get some.
SPY is compressing right here at the 599.20 level.
Yeah, it didn't really like being over 600, did it?
No, it's like brand new highs, but this open, that's what I was this morning. This open was so, um, we're basically compressed, right? Obviously, we got
Yeah,
anticipation for, later today.
FOMC, right.
Yep. Well, there's a ton of
Well,
stuff coming out. And what I've been watching on SPY here is the open. Yesterday's open was 599.52. Well, we popped that within the first 15 minutes, 599.52. So definitely we could just sit here and compress and then maybe pick a direction. But it's very interesting that we popped yesterday's open and then we just rounded out. So we'll see here in the next, 15, 20 minutes maybe if we're gonna follow through or not.
it had no problem breaking all the way through all the different various $500 levels. But now it's just really not sure about $600, and I'm not sure if that's because of like political reasons or economy reasons or like we're going into the holiday season. I'm not sure why, but it just really seems to be battered down by that $600 level.
Yeah, I agree. 3-day buy volume, sell volume is what, 3 or 4 to 1. So our 3-day buy volume is 70 million. Our 3-day sell volume is 18 million.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
even crazier then. If there's less sell volume, why is it being rejected so hard?
just a little 3-day tool that I have, and obviously it resets every 3 days or whatever. But
Sure.
so yeah, we had more buy volume than sell volume. We just rounded out down there.
You should be able to talk, Shaz. I don't see you in here though. I think you just left. I don't think you're in here anymore. That's probably why you can't talk. You can listen to the Discord group. I just joined the free Discord. I'll send you the link. Whoops. Almost sent you the wrong link there. 1 second. It would have been my dark web link. Yeah. By the way, everyone, if you're enjoying this type of content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It does help us with the YouTube algorithm, and it makes me feel good about coming back. So I really appreciate that. And if you like live trading and you're missing a lot of this and you're just joining me, welcome. My name's Alex. I've been trading for 8 years, Jesus. And I didn't find anything that worked until 3.5 years. And I've been interviewing successful traders for the past 5 years, and those air every Monday. So make sure to like, subscribe. Go check out the other live videos I did on Friday, Monday, which was just yesterday, and today, where you'll see me in detail explain before I even take the trade what my plan is, and then when I take the trade and how I adjust my risk and so forth. And if you'd like that detailed information, I got tons of it in my course called the Pop Trading System, which right now it's limited time. It ends at the end of this month at midnight on the 30th. You will no longer get the deal of 40% off using promo code BFriday. The link is pinned. Check it out. Look forward to seeing you there. I'm starting to learn the routine now. I can mute myself in the Discord so you guys don't have to hear it over and over of me repeating who I am and shit.
Yeah, when you do that, I unmute the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Shaz, you were in the wrong room. You joined the live, and we're on open mic right now, so everyone can talk. So you should be able to talk if your mic is working. Hey, Sam, are you here?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Are you looking at the live stream? If you see what we talked about earlier, and I'll show you right now. It might be, you'll see in a minute, but we're literally sticking to that pattern that we talked about. So, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm still watching it too, yeah.
So until that reverses, it's just going to be a long. And we also have a trend now too.
Yeah, no, you talk about the break of structure, and now it looks like it's going to break that structure.
Right now it's formed really good structure.
Yeah, I see the lower high, lower high, and high, and that's stopping upward, right?
Yep.
Now, if I go to the trend line here, this is the trend line here now, it just broke the trend line. So if the price is going below the 1851 and below that trend line, it's definitely looking at a good entry.
I'd need this to break 1680s and hold.
Yeah, I guess my trade is very aggressive. It really is.
Yeah, just like yesterday, and it paid for you yesterday, but I told you, like, you know, my setup is you got to have patience.
Right. Well, then we'll be patient.
Because you were, the good thing is you were looking at the right thing, right? QMCO is a great setup, big picture wise, but the nuance is it already gave back like 20-25%, and you know that's the goal, right? 20 to 50%. So it's already gave that back. I think it opened at 30% down or something like that. So you know that's also a red flag.
Right.
I just want you to know I'm just trying to help. I'm not trying to like.
Oh, no. It's perfect. Like,
All right.
that's how we learn, right?
All right, cool.
Using your system too, Mara, I would have picked the short at 2682.
On Mara,
Yeah.
so Mara, I wouldn't be interested at all until we get to this key daily level at 2730s. So it's not a play at all until we get up here. And it has to build structure up here. It can't build, otherwise it's not a play. Here comes the pop.
Here we go.
Here comes the pop.
I was gonna say.
Can you please get me in, please? Be careful what you wish for, Alex. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
It's gonna squeeze and get,
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't turn my beautiful short into a squeeze. Come on now.
and then it just freaking stops us both out.
Yeah.
get me in, please? Just a little bit. I want a bigger pop, so I'm okay with this pop.
It would not raise your entry though. I really don't see it making new highs. I mean, anything can happen. I just don't.
I see it breaking over 5.
Which one's that one, guys?
TOYO, Poyo.
But if it starts to hold 5, then I'll start to get more size here. But we'll see.
Cool. Well, this is fun. Watching what you guys are trading.
All right, it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock Eastern. I still feel good. I would love for this to pop too. So we still got plenty of time in the morning for volatility.
Yeah, we do.
And by the way, everyone, if you do pick up the pop trading system, in there I have multiple PDF documents that you can download. So that way you can learn my system by heart while you're trading and have it in front of you. And one of those is my time of day rules, which I just mentioned briefly. And that's super important when it comes to plays and how I risk and how I size and what plays matter.
Back up into moving average. That's considering that.
Let's go ahead. We are fill on CBBT. Entry
Nice.
21. Nice clean pullback, right? And um, I picked my entry as the obvious stop losses, and it worked out. So went to 61 with 3.4.
Damn, dude. Lava engulfs Iceland's Blue Lagoon car park.
Oh no, really?
That sucks, man.
It disrupted with you?
I love the Blue Lagoon, bro. We have memories that we went there. It was beautiful. Smells like rotten eggs, but it's beautiful. Dude, is it gonna miss my order again, bro? Oh. What's up, Sherbane Nita? Thank you. I appreciate you being here and following for that long. It means a lot. If anyone has questions watching the live, feel free to start asking. It's kind of slow, so I'll analyze another stock. If you have questions on it, I'm fine with that. We're just chilling. You could join the free Discord and talk, use your voice too. Shaz, you did join it, but you haven't used your mic, just FYI. We haven't heard you at least. The link in the Discord. Just here, I'll redo it again. This is If you go here, you can just click on the Discord link, and they'll send it to you. Yeah, Ben, I think you're right, buddy.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Make another big wick, but
Well, depending on what happens next, I may not want it to go higher anymore.
because of the time of the day.
Yeah, well, right now I'm okay, but it could, yeah, that could definitely take a huge impact. It needs to happen within the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, I'm not adding, and I'll just take my baby size and go to McDonald's.
Well, then I press enjoy so I can relax and look at it.
I just posted QUBT, the entries and the exit in the chart recap.
Is that from today or yesterday?
The entries are from yesterday, and then I held it overnight, and then the exits are from today. I had a 740 average, somewhere around there, 749 average.
Oh yeah. If Toyo puts in a new low, it's done.
It's done, yeah, and
It's nothing.
I'm just gonna sit here and I'll still trade this baby size, but it is what it is. Just come on, get us a pop to 5. I want to test a 5 at least. Ow, I just smashed my foot.
Similarly, I'm looking for a retest of 36, 37 cents on IDAI. It pushed to 35 cents and then rejected that. It looks like it might make another push, but I'm not sure if I'll get filled on that.
IWM still going. Great daily structure. Past the open of this one.
Is there anyone who hasn't spoken up that is working on or looking at something? Anything different from what we've been looking at?
Hey, Nicolaka Lewis. No, I haven't interviewed Schwager yet. That would be interesting. I just trade shares. There's not much explanation, Thab. I just trade shares. I don't know anything about options. My man Rock here is a book on options, so if you join the voice chat here, you can ask him, and he might be able to help you with that. I have no idea. On which one? Oh yeah.
QMCO.
Oh yeah. Like that's what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So the entry could be coming, because this is all the shorts you shorted way early, and they're finally giving up.
Well, we shot you worked perfectly. Look at the trend line, and entry this way and like that, and it worked perfectly. I'm focusing on the shot you right now, so
Yeah, it takes time. You got because today that wasn't mine. The entry.
yep, yep, I understand. QUBTI could hell and try to check the trend line. It didn't get a little wild of it, but pretty happy with how it went.
This could easily squeeze. That'll be really cool if it squeezes 28. It'd be really cool.
QMCO you're still talking about?
Yeah, that would be so great. Like a big squeeze and then an exhaustion candle. Because that would just indicate to me it's just shorts. That's all it is. Because look at the volume of the day. The volume today is not that great. It's only 3 million shares. Look at it on the 15-minute compared to previous days. It doesn't even compare. It's literally trading the volume that it did in the afternoon hours. And that's probably because it's a holiday coming up. So a lot of traders take off.
True. The SPY is really rejecting that $600 level again. Just keeps pulling back from that.
If anyone in if anybody in the live trading room want to talk or have questions, you can type it in the chat. I'm happy to answer. Just chilling now. Just waiting. Thanks, Joe95. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you following for that long. Thanks, man. It means a lot. I know, Sheffy, if I move my order, it's gonna hit my order that it was originally at. So I have
Yeah,
to sit
don't
here.
move your order.
I'm gonna be so pissed.
If anything, just have a tight stop on it. You know, I know you see it going past five. I don't see it going past five, but if it goes past five, anything can happen.
What is he trading?
We're looking at Toyo, TOYO.
Oh, TOIO.
I'm already in it, and Alex has small size on it. He's looking for another entry. And then we're both looking to the short side on it.
Yeah.
If you just want to put like 3 million short, it'll help us out.
That'd help you out. I'm still in Xena from $1.85. So.
Long? Long, right?
Yeah, long.
That's insane, Amish.
Nice.
You're-
That is insane.
You need to send everyone here like $10.
Yes, please.
Lunch on Amish.
16, so I got some out at 12.50, which was about 550% or something.
Nice.
That's amazing, dude. Good job.
Now I'm just kind of watching to see how day 2 ends up here, and I've only got like less than a quarter left, so
Yeah, but 500% on a quarter is great.
4 whole shares. Yeah, I guess I got way less than a quarter. I guess I have 4 shares left, so I had 100 shares when I started out.
Yeah, that's like a 5%.
5%.
Still.
But those 4 shares is $10 a share, so
That's right.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's Chipotle for everybody.
Chipotle for everybody. Mostly, I mean, it was like 100 shares is small size, so more than anything, I was just still experimenting with the strategy, and so, and then also trying to understand the best place to exit, and when the stock becomes bearish again, just working on patience and trying to figure it out. So.
Yeah, man, that was a great trade, dude.
Good trade.
That's a great trade. Yeah, for sure.
Keep an eye out for those 7 areas. Remember what we were talking about?
Yeah.
What's up, Mike? I haven't heard from you in a long time.
I'm semi-retired.
Yeah, I hear you.
Get away from watching the charts.
Yeah, it's an addiction.
Yeah, it's definitely that. I had to pull most of my money to help some family stuff, so I'm sitting on the sidelines, but I definitely enjoy watching the charts, and yeah, just kind of doing that stuff. They're good trades.
So SK asks, I have a question. What's the difference between people that are trading small caps for 10 years and are make, for example, 5 or 6 figures a month, and people like the short bear? At the end of the day, risk tolerance is different for everybody. At the end of the day, you don't know anyone's circumstance. I don't know short bear's circumstance, but on the outside looking in, he is young. He's 20, 21. But then you have people who have families. You have people who come from different backgrounds. You have people who can't risk that much, who can't risk at all. So, I mean, there's a lot of variances there that, just depends. But also, I mean, it comes down to experience of like the confidence level. Like if you've been burnt a lot and you've taken a lot of losses and you've blown up multiple accounts, that could impact you in sizing up. It definitely impacted me at the beginning. One of my first 3 trades, I can't remember if it was the first one or it was definitely the first 3 or something like that. I lost like $6,000 and I was only trying to lose like $100. Okay. So it was very, very shocking, and it really impacted my growth because I became gun shy. So, it just depends on everyone's journey. But at the end of the day, anyone can get to those levels. One thing that I've found about the people at those levels is it's all relative. Okay. So the short bear will post trades. That's I love, like I love that guy. He's great. So this is not negative. This is just facts. He's posting trades sometimes, and he'll make 50K, 100K. But that's like you posting a trade, and you made $100 on a $10,000 account. So it's still small, right? It's like 1%. Whenever he's posting trades and he's trying to go for like a million, that's when he's actually putting size, right? So everything's relative. But unfortunately, we just see the numbers and we compare ourselves. That's our fault, right? We compare ourselves to them. At the end of the day, though, it's all relative. One thing I can say for certain is Stephen Ducks. He's a great trader as well. I respect, as well as the short bear, I respect a ton. And what I know is that Stephen waits for the best, and he literally waits. He's probably the most patient trader I've ever met. One of the most patient, where he'll just sit there all day and maybe place 2 trades that month because he knows he's looking for the most high odds setup, and then he just throws the farm at it because he knows his risks are low in taking a loss, and he's willing to take that loss. So, everyone's different. Everyone has a unique circumstance. You can take a lot of trades risking very small. You can take a couple of trades risking much bigger. You find out what's comfortable for you, but that's probably not the best answer, but in short, quick, that's what I would say. No, Dion, I have not. I would love to, but I can't, and I'm waiting for him. So we'll see if that ever happens. I've definitely asked several times, so I'm just waiting. Yes, Carlos, he was like that at the beginning. If you watch some of the beginning of his interviews, he definitely, he started off like that, but it's became more extreme as he gotten better. At the beginning, he was still experimenting, learning strategies, but he was still very, very strict, and he quickly adapted to eliminate things, eliminate trades, eliminate strategies, and just stuck with the ones that were like the highest odds. But they were not frequent. So I know he did that very quickly. And that's why he made a lot of money very fast. And he's very unique because, there's those people who make a lot of money very fast and they got lucky, but he's one of those ones who made money very fast because he just understand the game. He understand like this is a mental game plus a strategy game combined. And if I can just protect my mental capital to only go for the best and be extra patient, then I can really grow my account exponentially. And that's what he does. How do you pull the brakes when slow? Like this. You're watching me now. It's slow. I'm just not doing anything. I'm just talking to you guys. Ducks has been trading as long as I have, probably, I would say. Or maybe 1 year further or 1 year less. I just don't know. Plus or minus one. Something like that. And again, he started when he was in college. Again, Short Bear started trading at age 13. Perspective. Short Bear, age 13, started trading. Ducks, also a kid in college. I wish I found this in high school. Carlos, my events are the best one, brother. The meetups that we do, we're going to do 4 next year. Make sure to subscribe to our newsletter, and you won't miss them. I did have a very extensive conversation with the Short Bear because I was like, dude, why don't you let me interview? He's like, but we can have a conversation behind closed doors. So we did. But at the time, I couldn't interview him because he had obligations and things I can't share. So I couldn't do that. So I was like, okay, no worries. But I'm hoping one day I can. Yeah, we're going to be definitely going to the West Coast. I don't know if it's going to be LA yet, but there's a good chance it will be. Oh my god, what is this? What the fuck is this? Okay, definitely I'm not gonna like it anymore, Sheffy. It's getting too late.
Yeah, it's also not really picked a direction.
It hasn't.
Just kind
It's
of
just
walked
going
in there.
sideways.
Yeah. Like I said, it could do that for the rest of the day. That happens to me all the time. It looks like it's about to show strong weakness, and then it just trades sideways all day.
Okay, did you get your ad in IDAI?
No, it hasn't hit 36 cents yet, so unless it did when I wasn't looking at it.
Excuse me.
Oh no, no, it
Yeah.
didn't.
No, it tapped 0.355, but it really doesn't want to hit 36, so still waiting on that.
ZY Zyle, he just mentioned, he asked a question to everyone here. Did anyone trade the first green day after MDR breakdown? I said no, but anyone else?
Is that the ticker MDR?
Yeah, I think so. He put it in the open mic chat.
Yeah. I don't see MDR.
Yeah, I don't see MDR. It's zero.
He might have typed in the wrong ticker then. So QMCO is evolving for me now. I'm definitely going to be wary of this play right now. I probably won't touch it today unless we get a 28 break.
Hey Martin, we can hear your background noise, just FYI.
QCO is evolving for me now. I'm
Sorry, I'm a little bit
wary of this play right now.
Okay.
Touch it today.
If you see now, you'll see, look at this, perfect. Hit the 15-minute, perfectly held. And this trend line, this is just a long now all day. This is why we're squeezing. It's no longer a short. Yeah. And look, it's going to halt up. There you go. Toya, though. Gee, come on, let's get that crack.
Yeah. Let's see it do a one big red candle.
Yes, please.
Can y'all hear my super squeaky chair?
I heard it only
Just wanna
once.
ask, it's not doing it. Okay, I need to WD-40 this thing. It's so squeaky and it bothers me.
Very well when I don't have WD on it.
All right, everybody, I'm going to be wrapping the stream up. I want to say thank you all for being here. I want to let you know it means a lot to me and my team. We release episodes every Monday where I interview successful traders. I've been doing it for 5 years. And these traders are people from, making 6 figures to multiple 6 figures to 7, 8 figures. So you want to check that out. And I've also been trading myself for 8 years, and I didn't find anything that worked until 3.5 years in. And I've been sharing my journey since then. You can go to the very oldest episodes and see that and see my journey. You can see when I interviewed my wife to share the experiences of how difficult it was for my family and just how hard it can be, because it's not an easy game. This is very, very hard. It can get easier when you learn the right setups, the right strategies, but it's still hard because there's a lot of nuances in trading, which is what I'm trying to show you today and yesterday in live trades and on last Friday when I traded live. So you have 3 days to go watch of live trading where you can see me plan trades out, the nuances of the trading, these setups, and so forth. And if you want it all structured and detailed in a course format, I developed my own course called the Pop Trading System, where I put all of my years of experience, 8 years of experience, plus the 5 years of interviewing successful traders into that course so you can learn everything. I take out the fluff and just go straight into it, and you see tons of live trades. You can get 40% off using the promo code BFriday. So check that out and make sure to subscribe to the show because we're going to do more things like this. And thank you for hitting the like button because it does entice me to try and keep doing live trading. So thanks again. God bless to all of you. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you again.